Hey, this is Scott Jones. Lately here in the news, we've been hearing about our former president, Donald Trump. Uh, I don't really follow the news about him like that in terms of its intensity, but of course, I have a smartphone, so I'm seeing sort of what's going on. You hear about the raid on his office and other stuff. But looking back on Donald Trump, in my opinion, Donald Trump was a bad president because we talk a lot about him being a racist and this and that, a narcissist. But this is the simple thing when you look at Donald Trump. If you look closely, it's self-explanatory. Donald Trump gave voice to a lot of Caucasian people who want to say negative things about immigrants and black people, but they don't want to be perceived as racist, or they want to say things that are racist against different people and sexist things, but they don't have a platform. Donald Trump, to me, gave them that platform. He's basically the archetypical rude white man, rude, ignorant, racist, saying stupid stuff. Uh, and it gets a rise out of the Caucasian people here in America, some of them. I'm not trying to indict all white people, but a lot of them they think like what he says, and so he's basically just saying what they really be thinking the whole time. And to me, that's why he got elected, because a lot of the Republican candidates in the past and presidents in the past, they might have been racist. I mean, there's things when you look at their policies that indicate maybe they were, but they didn't say the things like Donald Trump that makes you really say, well, hey, this man is a narcissist, this man's an idiot, he's a sexist, he's a racist. They didn't say blatant things. Even Ronald Reagan and Richard Nixon, they didn't say things where you could say, okay, obviously this man is a racist. I mean, he's saying it. They were statesmen. They were politicians. This guy here was nothing but a 3-year-old driving a school bus in terms of presidency. When I first saw him running for president, I would see him on CNN and he'd be at the rallies. And I kept thinking, this is just some joke. They just throwing this man out here just to fill up a spot. But when he got elected, I did follow his presidency. And what I saw was just a bunch of confusion. Every day talking about some lie he didn't told. All day on the tweet thing, tweeting all day, talking about people, saying little racist stuff. And then you wonder, was any work getting done? Did this man pass any significant legislation? Did he argue with the Democrats about laws that need to be passed? I mean, was there anything that you could say this man could hang his hat on? Lyndon B. Johnson, John F. Kennedy, Barack Obama, Ronald Reagan, Dwight Eisenhower. You can study them in history and you can say, okay, they got this passed, or they tried to pass this, but it didn't work. There's something solid about their legacy. From 2016 to 2020, what is it about Donald Trump that you can really grab and hang your hat on? Besides just his mouth, saying stupid stuff and getting everybody all worked up. I would hear him talk on TV, and then I would go on CNN, and either they was telling you about all the lies he told that day, or I would go on Fox News and they would be defending him, attacking CNN for attacking him. And it was just this constant merry-go-round of mess. And to me, I think the greatest tragedy about his presidency is that it was just a massive waste of America's time. I mean, what did this man really get accomplished? You ask his supporters, they say he's doing a lot. He was doing a lot. What'd he do? Besides go over there and make Vladimir Putin's bed and wash his dishes. At least that's how I saw it. They say he may run again. He has a base. He may win or he may not. But you look at Joe Biden, I'm not seeing nothing significant Joe Biden's doing. I know they got the Inflation Act they just passed. I'm going to see how that work out. But there's really not a lot of difference between Joe Biden and Donald Trump in terms of what they're doing. There are major things being done, like Roe versus Wade being overturned, which I don't agree with. I'm not in favor of abortion, but I think Roe versus Wade, they should have just left it alone. And I don't want to get too deep into that because that's not really what this video is about. But I'm just saying that to show you that there's things going on major in the political field, but I don't think Joe Biden is the source of them. And just like between 2016 and 2020, I don't see where Trump did anything. And so these people stand up here and holler about Trump, talking about he's a real president and he speaks what's on his mind. Well, I'm going to say this, just in my experience of growing up with white people and white parents who tell their kids, you know, if you're respectful, if you play by the rules, if you're a person who judges people on their character and you're a straight arrow, then, you know, you'll go some places in life. They would have told, well, a lot of white parents would tell their kids 20 years ago, if they knew how Trump act, they say, do not act like that. That's not going to get you anywhere. That's not our values. Okay? But yet, when this guy decides to run, this man is showing you everything that's not against your values in terms of talking about women, disgracing women, saying stupid stuff, and yet you cheer him on. Well, what is that saying to your kids? I just think this man was a bad president, and I hope he don't get reelected, you know, because it's not helping the country. The country's not moving forward. Whether you Republican or Democrat is not moving forward. I think the Republicans could do much better. First of all, get you a serious statesman who has some type of legislation to propose, who can make a rational argument instead of get up there and talk over his opponent all through the thing like he did against Joe Biden. That was one of the most idiotic, infantile, pig-headed, stupid performances in a debate by a president that I've ever seen. There was nothing intelligent about that. So, I just rather for the country, we not have to endure 4 more years of this idiocy. You know, so to me, that's why Donald Trump was a bad president. You know, we need serious people. We don't need 3-year-olds trying to drive a school bus. Okay? From either side. I'm a Democrat. I'm letting you know that because transparency. So yeah, there's going to be some bias, but I don't think I'm being biased when I say this guy really didn't accomplish anything. You can just step back and not really be on either side and see that. Man didn't do nothing, or at least nothing of no significance. Seemed like to me he tore the country more apart than united it. So, you know, just giving my thoughts on that, you know. Well, this is Scott Jones. Talk to y'all later.